Live. I'm alive. Right, what's up, guys? Let's get the news up. Ready to have a giggle, have a laugh. And these past couple of days, I've just been waking up really early. I woke up at 4 in the morning, and I managed to get back to bed for 2 hours. And here we are again. I woke up just before 6 o'clock, like the early part of 6 o'clock. So I thought, you know what? Let's do another one of these streams. And my hair's looking all fucking caveman now. I don't know whether to cut it off or not. I've got a feeling that with this nice weather, as soon as I cut it off, it'll go fucking cold again. Alright, we're having cereal today. We're having breakfast together. So we've got ASDA's finest. That's what you can hear me. Look, my microphone's there. We've got ASDA's finest honey hoops cereal. So they're pretty much honey nut loops. And I've never had these before. I've only just opened them up. Look, you've still got them all in there, whole bag. And when it comes to cereal, it's always go big or go home. So we're gonna have a big fucking bowl. So let's just sprinkle these bad boys in. No, we're not eating the whole box. I'm just having a nice bowl's worth. And then we've got lacto milk, which I found out. I think I'm lactose intolerant because usually if I drink regular milk like 70 skimmed, it always goes right through me, and I end up having a dicky stomach and then having the shits. But this is alright. This lacto milk. And these past couple of weeks, it's been a pound on offer at ASDA. So every time I go to ASDA, I pick up 2 cartons and just stash it. Sometimes I get the fresh one, and sometimes I get the long life where I can just keep it fresh. But now it's gone back up to £1.40, you price gouging bastards. Right, so this whole bowl is probably like a whole carton's worth. We'll keep it. We'll put more in as I go. So, because usually how I do it, once I put the milk in, then when I put the spoon in, it all fucking overflows, and then half of my cereal ends up on the floor. Just tasting that one on its own, these ain't gonna be nice. I think the honey nut, the authentic Kellogg's ones would be better. This is ASDA's shite. Hang on, I haven't got the chat up. Let me just make the double check that I'm live. Right, return to the studio. You can see all my shitty analytics. Negative. I don't care. I just make whatever I want in it. I'm not breaking any rules. Right, so we're live. So that one viewer was me. Right, so look, Johnson to face senior MP's image coming rouse. There's no excuse for what he did. I don't care what anyone says. Like, there's no reason for what he did, unless you took it upon yourself to do what you thought you had to do, without thinking about everyone else or what rules we're under. If we did the same thing, we could have been potentially fined and put in prison for breaking the rules. But hit him, it's okay. There you go, look. Doctor and nurse, weird at work. How often are we seeing this diversity? It's never reversed. It's never an Asian woman or a dark-skinned man with a dark-skinned woman. It's always the white woman. When you see diversity around the world and then putting it in your face, it's always with the white woman. It's never the other way around. It does happen, but it's super like rare. that it happens like that. Like, but look at it, it's always the white woman. Like, I reckon it's white women that's pushing diversity, and they love all this mixed culture. But it's the other side that don't like it, because we don't get a look in. This cereal is shit. Just tasting it for the first time. There's hardly any flavour. It's like dead. There's like hardly any honey flavour. I was expecting like a Cheerio sort of taste. There you go. There's your racist cop doing his job. Another cop kills a black man. They love it, and then you're, this culture, hell breaks loose. So yeah, and then I've got to take flak for it. There's something new every fucking day on this site. I moved my ex in for lockdown and it all fell apart. Fucking hell. I was told I was taking a job away from a man. There you go. It's always the men getting fucking jabbed, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not too keen on this cereal. I wish I got the Kellogg's ones now. I did see him in B&M. I picked the. I thought I'd do the cheap ones first, because when it comes to these food videos, I plan to do as many things as I can, like different variations and different flavors. Once I've tried it once, I don't get it again. I'll try something else. Look at this. Look, while people are dying down the street or down the corridor, these people are getting married in the hospital. Yeah. A nurse and doctor who had to cancel their wedding due to coronavirus outbreak had got married at the hospital where they work. So fucking hell. And I bet it doesn't exist. I bet there's no such thing out there in the world. I guarantee you there's nothing in the world where there's an Asian woman with a white man. Guarantee you it doesn't exist. Right, look at Bing. Look. What have we got in here? Tourist quarantine. Tourists can visit Spain from 1st of July with no quarantine, but when they come back here, you've got to quarantine again. It makes me think, who thinks this shit up? But when these holidays start opening up again, what's your prices of your plane tickets go up? You won't be getting no cheap fucking deals. You won't be getting no cheap 500 flight to Thailand or 300 £300 to Barcelona. You're going to be paying that I reckon nearly 1,000. No matter where you go, like the further you need to go, the more it's gonna cost. I reckon a flight to Japan now. I think when I used to go, it was about. Depends on what time of the year. Like sometimes I remember getting a flight for around about 500 there and back. When usually it would cost around £600-700 there and back with British Airways. I guarantee you now it's going to cost you're gonna have to sell a kidney to get that. She just keeps digging herself a deeper hole every time, isn't it, this girl? And after he defended that Cummings guy, his popularity has plummeted, didn't it? He got what he wanted. He got what he wanted out of us, and that was the votes. And then ever since then, 4 years. But they want you to make a face mask out of a sock. But once you got the sock over your mouth, all those holes in the sock, but that's not going to do anything. I shouldn't have put so many in the bowl. I thought, oh yeah, we'll get stuck into this cereal. It's shit. The best bit about it is the milk. Sport. Fucking hell. It's not because I'm fucking obese, it's because it just ripped. The material on this is shit. That's why the jumper was so cheap. I got it on sale in Matalan. They're dropping like flies. Every day they shove a death down in our face. This guy, look, 130 people claim to be his kid because they want his fortune. It's fucking disgusting. Oh, here we go. Look, local lockdowns. You're gonna be restricted to where you fucking live now. Can't go no further. Local lockdowns. Oh, local lockdown. So if they see a spike, if it starts to rise in a certain area, then a certain area would have to go on the lockdown, but not another area. It makes no fucking sense. And you see someone just down the street, like, oh, you can go out, but you can't. Can it affect the eyesight? I don't know, Mr. Cummins. You tell us. You said you saw it coming, didn't you? But yeah, that honey hoop cereal, don't get it. No matter how cheap it is, it's not worth it. It's fucking shit. I'm struggling to force it. I just don't like throwing it away. Not throwing away food. I'd rather take the rest of the cereal and take it down the food bank. Let some motherfucker have it. look at this one. This guy gets so much flack and so much. He gets treated so badly that he's the president of the United States of America. All of the presidents before him, no media outlet or no fucking internet or people or company was allowed to shit on the president. Now, as far as I knew, the president is the highest power in America. That's the highest authority, isn't it? And you got Twitter stepping in, thinking that you can step on his toes, man. Fucking hell. And it was that Barack Obama, and he was on Twitter saying all this stuff, all the things he did. No one was getting on his back because you didn't want to get called racist. He didn't do anything. Like, Obama didn't do shit. He was the one that sent all the shit over to ISIS in Syria. All them fucking Humvees and grenades and AK-47s. That's what started the shit in the first place. Now black people voted him in just because of his skin color. Oh yeah, get a dark person in the White House rather than competence. Like, so you got someone in there just because of their skin color. Like, that's racist in itself. It might not be a negative thing, but that is racist slightly. Get him in just because he's dark, isn't it? It's like mocking him, isn't it? And mocking the whole every other dark-skinned person. Imagine that you're doing something because of your skin color rather than skill. So are you good at the job because you know what you're doing, or just because of your skin color? Like, yeah, I don't know if I can finish this cereal. It's fucking rank. We'll try and get some fresh ones. I've got a fresh one that ain't been in the milk yet. No, well, he might help. Okay, that's close, isn't it? Look how close that is. And there's him, look, the French man begging, Mr. Beg. That's begging, isn't it? Or is he clapping? We want financial help. See, Italy don't want your kindness. They just want the money. We want financial help. Just give us the money and we'll be alright. Hang on, isn't that cross used in the Nazi symbol? I swear there was a symbol like that in Call of Duty, World of War, that black cross. Oh, here we go. Get your scaremongering. Look, food crisis, food industry crisis. When they start mentioning a shortage of food, watch them supermarkets clear out quick. The shelves will go empty again. You don't need to panic. Just become a thief. Right, what's going on in the Middle East? Here you go. Egypt doctors accuse government over deaths. Your fault. What? So who is really the racist then? Look, you got slavery going on in the Middle East right now, but every time, any time it comes to slavery, they always have to point at white people. Look, where the heck is Lebanon? That's in the Middle East, isn't it? Let me have a look. Where's the fuck is Lebanon? Yeah, can't look, Lebanon, look, in the Middle East. So look, trafficked Nigerian woman rescued from Lebanon. 50 trafficked Nigerian women have been rescued from Lebanon and returned home, Nigeria's foreign minister says. They have all been placed in quarantine following their arrival on Sunday as precaution. The country's anti-trafficking agency will interview them about their experiences. Last month, a Nigerian woman working as a maid in Lebanon was rescued after being put up for sale on Facebook for $1,000. They don't know, all you black people out there in America and all that, where's your anger there? But when a white cop shoots a black man down on the streets unarmed, you go mental. But look what's going on underneath in the backgrounds that you're not looking at. And that's just someone that's been found. Look, how many that was up for sale on Facebook? So how many are up for sale on Facebook? And how long has that been going on? And no one said anything. That's just one person that's been caught. Look, what a Nigerian woman. What about how many more are out there? Like through other methods of sale. Look, that's just Facebook. What about all the other social medias? Is there any for sale on Twitter or Instagram or whatever? You don't know, do you? How do they advertise a person like that on Facebook? I wonder what the description says. Fucking hell. Imagine the buyer as well. Look, she was a maid, working as a maid. You obviously know what's going on there, don't you? Oh look, the UN says thousands of women and girls from Nigeria and other African countries are trafficked every year. So look, you're selling your own people. So your own people from where they get sold to the Middle East to get put on sale again. Your own people were doing it. Fucking hell, mic drop there, isn't it? Look, last year, undercover BBC News Arabic investigation Kuwait found that domestic workers were being illegally bought and sold online in a booming black market. Fucking hell! But when it comes to racism, it's always the white people that gets struck with it. It's always them. It's always us that gets labelled and gets scolded in the media for it. But look what's going on here. Look how I have to find this. This is like in the backgrounds. But look. I'll show you. Look. But when it comes to a white man or a white cop shooting a black man, look, it's on the front page. How come that ain't on the front page? But you got fucking NASA on the front page, but you haven't got that. Jesus Christ. I'm not. George Floyd. I don't know what George Floyd is. I don't know if I can finish this. All I've got left is milk. So yeah, if you're in ASDA and you're picking up your cereal and you see this, avoid it. Pick something else. I'm not touching ASDA stuff anymore. I reckon the chocolate ones and that are probably just as shit. Stick to Kellogg's. The best part of this cereal was the milk. God. Can't finish that. I'll end up getting really bloated. He was killed by a cop in America for doing nothing. I don't know, let me look him up. George Floyd. After one kneeling on the neck of black man. Is that the one that said I can't breathe or something? Is that where that came from? Where he says I can't breathe and then he died? Yeah, there is racist white cops out there, but there's also decent ones as well. There's also racist black cops, and there's racist Chinese cops, and then there's racist Japanese cops. Once you get given a bit of power, people take the piss and see what they can get away with. Like you'd even get your own kind doing it. Like you'd have a white cop that's taking advantage of a white person or a drunk person, or they abuse their power. So really, it all comes down to the individual, isn't it? I remember going around Japan in Osaka, looking for a hostel, and there was loads of hotels and hostels that had signs out the front saying Japanese only. But no one says anything there. And you go around Thailand, and then the foreigners pay more to entry tourist spots, but the locals get it cheaper. No one says anything there. Yeah, it's mad. I'm gonna shut the stream off there. We've gone for half an hour. I was hoping to finish this cereal. I was hoping to enjoy it, but this is shit. Even the honey loops made the milk taste horrible. Yeah, that was rubbish breakfast, wasn't it? So yeah, thanks for stopping by Fizz UK, and I'll see you again. Peace.